This half hour, the federal government has allocated over $40 billion to help every state get equitable internet access. But the state of Colorado may not get as much funding as we need. Besides Devan Karp in studio to break it down. So what's the problem with us getting enough funding, Devan?
Well, Rob, it all boils down to an accurate representation of who in Colorado actually has internet access. If you take a look at the monitor here, this is the map the Federal Communications Commission of Colorado has. Everything in blue means that area is 100% covered. And this is what the Colorado Broadband Office has. You can see a big discrepancy between the data, and that's where you come in.
We know people are struggling in our region.
The Broadband Equity, Access, and Deployment, or BEAD, program is rolling out over $40 billion to every state in the country. Now, to determine how much funding each state gets, the Federal Communications Commission is using a coverage map. Here it is on screen. And right next to it is the map from the Colorado Broadband Office, showing who actually has internet in the state.
The Colorado Broadband Office does have more accurate data. You know, as a state, we're closer to the issues around mapping.
The executive director of the Colorado Broadband Office says the FCC is prepared to give Colorado, at a minimum, $400 million. But the actual number of people who need internet is much larger, which means they'll need more funding.
There are 166,000 households that lack internet access as a result of infrastructure and digital equity, just letting you know. And then 14% of total locations are unserved or underserved, which is about 360,000 locations. So that's the discrepancy we're talking about between the maps.
The world that opens up to individuals when they have access to high-speed internet is utterly crucial.
The Department of Human Services in El Paso County says they see people every day needing to come in to just use the internet at their offices.
But, you know, if you don't have access to a vehicle, that can be a very long bus ride to and from the office.
The Broadband Office says people can go online to the FCC map to challenge and update their internet status at their address. They say that if enough people give the FCC accurate data, the state could receive up to $800 million to provide internet access to everyone.
Now, if you want to challenge the FCC map for your address, just go to the Colorado Broadband Office website. You can see it on our screen below, and we have a link on our website. Now put in your address. I just used the one for our Rock Rimmon Station studio, and from there, seeing that pin, you can challenge the address and see if you have or do not have internet. Now the final date to do that is January 13th, this Friday.